Every now and again, you come across a car that has an extremely uninspiring name. This is the all-new XPeng P7 Plus, which sounds a little bit like a battery that you would maybe put in your TV remote or something like that. But is this car sexier than its name? Welcome to Brussels. Shall we find out? Now I know what you're thinking. This is another Chinese electric car that I need to get my head around. What on earth is this brand? Right, I've done some research. Allow me to give you a little 10-second history. XPeng started making cars around 12 years ago and has attracted some pretty big investors along the way. Volkswagen actually owns a chunk of it, as does Alibaba, as in the retailer, not the character from Aladdin, and Xiaomi, the mobile phone maker. Those are pretty good names to have in your boardroom, don't you think? So, the XPeng P7 Plus, which I think after a few drinks you won't be able to say that 5 times really fast, is a very wide machine. However, not as wide as the Polestar 4, but it does look quite wide. So I feel like once you're sat inside, it will feel quite big. This runs on the same platform as the XPeng G6. Down the side, you've literally got no creases whatsoever, which is actually quite a rare thing to see on a car these days. So actually, I kind of like it. But you might spot, it's very swoopy and stylish. But it feels like the people that designed the top half underestimated the length of the bottom half, because then it just kind of ends here when actually the car ends here. But that was done on purpose because aerodynamics and that. So it kind of gives it a bit of a concept car kind of feel. I mean, they want to put this up against, say, the VW ID.7, the MG IM5, or the Audi A6 e-tron, although the Audi starts 10 grand more than the top spec of this. So would you rather have one of these? Find that out later. Round the back, I'm sure you'll agree with me here, very Volvo. It's got a touch of the Volvos about it. Now, I want to stay here round the back because the boot in here is huge. I'll see if I can figure out how to open it. Is it down here? Yes? Yes! Absolutely massive. You've got 573 litres of space back here. If you fold down the rear seats, you've got 1,931 litres of space. Listen to this. XPeng claim that you can get 32 suitcases inside this car. I have actually seen them do it. Yes, they got 32 suitcases in. So if you go places with 32 suitcases, you can put them all in this car if you travel heavy. Right, this all comes down to personal preference, if I'm honest. Do you like minimalist? Because if you do, this might be the car for you. Now, I'll be honest, whenever I sit inside like a Tesla, for example, and that's pure minimalist, I struggle with that because I'm not a fan of just having absolutely nothing, whereas this feels a little bit more welcoming and a bit more comforting, if that makes sense. I mean, the first thing that I noticed as soon as I sat in this car is this. This instrument cluster, so it's 8.8 inches long, but it's super thin. Because what else do you need to know? Everything else you've got in your head-up display, your maps and all that kind of thing. I quite like that. It's very cute, it's very nice. Then you've got a 15.6-inch massive screen, very similar to what you would get in a BYD, for example. And that's got all of your Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, all your bits and bobs. And plus, it's got, if I tap on that, is that right? Yeah, so you've got a mindfulness space, so you can meditate. You've got sleep mode, so you can sleep if you want to. You've got pet mode. If you have pets, you can have your pets in here and it will keep it at the same temperature, a bit like it does in a Tesla. And a little robot dude in the corner there, which is utterly adorable. You chat to him, he answers you, and can do little bits and bobs in the car. I'm going to tap him again because he's listening to every word I'm saying. There we go. You have 2 bits for wireless charging and cooled, by the way, because my phone really overheats when I wirelessly charge. Decent sized cup holders, bit of storage under here. Oh, big storage in there. Good door bins. Do you know what I've just noticed? Look at that. Look at that. Oh, your passengers can be very happy. Yeah, I like that. They should put more of those on aeroplanes. Know what I'm saying? That's nice.
Now, you might not be buying new. I mean, a lot of people don't these days. If you're looking at used EVs, then our website is where we help people avoid the usual mistakes. So we list used cars, but with the context that actually matters, like battery warranties and guides with what to watch out for. So if you're watching on your smart TV or a computer, you can scan the QR code and browse on your phone while the video keeps playing. You lucky things.
Well, that's unbelievably spacious. That's unbelievably spacious. That's crazy. Look at all of this. Look at all of that. This makes it feel even more spacious. Having the panny roof up there. That could feel more spacious. You put your cups in there, put your fruit pastels in there, you've got a screen. I want to play with everything. Here we go. Seats. Waist massage. Physical recovery. Yeah, what do I do? Press that. Oh! Shut up. Stop it. This is the moment where I need to tell you this again, right? The Audi A6 starts at £10,000 more than the top spec of this car. So if you were to get this version with the massaging rear seats and all of the things, for an extra 10 grand, you could have a nice holiday to Barbados, or you can spend an extra 10 grand and get a basic Audi A6. That's crazy. Blimey, they're good at that, aren't they? They're good at that. I like that very much. You can also control music and everything and just be the most annoying passenger ever. I love this for me. Yeah. Wait! Stop! Needs a little cup holder on there, doesn't it? Oh, this is a car to be driven in.
UK models are going to be offered with either 61.7 kilowatt hour or 74.9 kilowatt hour battery packs at launch. Now, both are LFP, which are cheaper and more robust than lithium-ion batteries. You can also charge them to 100% without shortening their life, which is a good thing. So the standard range has 241 horsepower, while the long range gets a 309 horsepower motor. And if you really want to scare your passengers, the all-wheel drive performance version pumps out 496 horsepower. So that is enough for a 0 to 62 time of 4.3 seconds. Free facelift.
Range, right. So the smaller battery version will get you 282 miles WLTP. If you go for the long range single motor, which has rear wheel drive, that will get you 329 miles. And then if you go for the dual motor, that will get you around 311. So that's all right. It's not bad. We've seen better, but it's not bad.
Now, the P7 Plus has an 800-volt charging system, which means crazy rapid charging capabilities. Both batteries have a DC rapid charging peak of 446 kilowatts. Now, last month, I drove a Toyota that had a maximum charging speed of 67 kilowatts. So I think we know who might be winning the EV tech wars these days. Let me put some figures on those figures. When connected to a fast enough charger, the P7 Plus can do a 10 to 80% charge in 12 minutes. I mean, I've had longer wheeze. You also get 22 kilowatt AC charging, which is a hugely underrated thing, and vehicle to load with a maximum draw of 3.5 kilowatts. Very handy.
So we're expecting the XPeng P7 Plus to come to the UK later on in the year. Now, judging by the pricing of the XPeng G6 and the next P7 over in China, we're estimating that the price is going to start at around £45,000, which is amazing. That's a blooming good price, isn't it?
What we do know is that there will be 3 models to choose from: the Standard Range Pro, the Long Range Pro, and the Performance Pro. No, I don't know why they're all called Pro, they just are. Okay, so the kit levels are enough to give an Audi product manager sleepless nights. So the entry-level model doesn't get things like leather trim or rear seat heating, but that's about it. All 3 models are kitted out incredibly well, and if XPeng hits that mid-40s price point, it's really going to make everything else look really expensive.
Okay, so here's my prediction. I reckon this brand is going to give some other big brands a big headache because of what they're offering in terms of battery, range, charging, in terms of interior, the quality of everything you're getting. To throw everything at you at such an affordable price will make some other brands wobble and panic a little bit. Do you know what I mean? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. I mean, if you're not a brand snob, this could be absolutely banging for you. And if you got one, I would love that for you. I would. I'm looking forward to driving it. Subscribe.